Thank you, Jose, and thanks to the India Advantage Summit. Jose was my predecessor at the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce, which I have just taken over a few days ago. So I'm very happy to be here and happy to let you know of the constant work that India and the US have been working in matters relating to climate change. So given the paucity of time, I'm just going to limit myself to one very specific aspect, okay, of a discussion that started way back in 2021 and what we are seeing today happening out of that discussion, primarily in the sustainability space with respect to clean energy. So April 2021, Joe Biden and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a high-level partnership. It was called the India-US Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030. The target of this whole partnership was to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50 to 52% below the 2005 levels by 2030. So this is also an offshoot of what we see today of India's commitment to being net zero carbon emission by 2070. The partnership actually works through two major tracks, and I'll quickly tell you what those two tracks are. The first one is called the Strategic Clean Energy Partnership. The second one is the Climate Action and Finance Mobilization Dialogue, because projects like this do not generate much income initially, so you need to have a participative engagement between governments in bilateral sectors. So what is the Strategic Clean Energy Partnership cover, SCEP? So power and energy efficiency, the idea is that we will, to provide 24/7 electricity to people in India through reliable and clean production of energy. Responsible oil and gas usage, has already been discussed, to reduce the use of methane for energy purposes, and to focus on renewable energy, namely solar, wind, hydroelectricity. Green hydrogen is also has been a very, very important topic of this bilateral discussion, because and it falls within the category of the emerging fuel technology. So the whole idea is to promote green hydrogen and contribute also very importantly to another important aspect of carbon capture. These are two highly technological areas where India and the US have started collaborating big time. So we are also looking at the use of green hydrogen in multiple projects. You would have already seen India is promoting green hydrogen in a big way for the last 2 or 3 years. And I hope that that will catch up more steam, and we hope that hydrogen will become more affordable. The transportation, storage, and the availability of hydrogen as a fuel will become far more easier. And what does SCEP also provide for? It also provides for the creation of a policy and a regulatory framework, sets out safety standards, policy developments. Now, what is this SCEP resulted in for India? Okay, and some key takeaways. The first one is that 10,000 electric buses are operating currently under this large program. It is called the PM E-Bus Seva. These buses are deployed across all the large smart cities and also tier 2 cities in the country now. There is a 1.5 gigawatt round-the-clock renewable power bank that is available in India. Public-private energy storage task force has been created, because storage of energy is a very, very large aspect of all of this. Energy once generated, if not stored efficiently, is wasted. So how do you try and build systems, structures, and distribution systems to try and make sure the electricity reaches the consumer without it being wasted? So storage plays an important role. India has now set up the National Center for Hydrogen Safety, and that is already, has started good work. The next track which I mentioned was the Climate Action Finance Mobilization Dialogue. So you obviously need to generate money to do some of these things. And the primary objectives of this is to continue to work towards achieving what was set up in the SCEP goals, maintain financial stability and viability, and also visibility, because bilateral relationships between governments can get haywire because of political and economic reasons. Despite what we are seeing today in the Indo-US relationship, I can say one thing with a great amount of guarantee is that this project continues to run. There is still a lot of financial deployment happening on the sustainability aspect. Both the countries are also working towards developing low carbon technologies. So the recent updates are that with respect to the mobilization of the economic mobilizations, we are seeing the establishment of joint action groups, designated frameworks for access to multilateral climate funds. Now that is really very important from an India point of view. And there has also been a lot of policy dialogues that are happening. ISCC has been involved, at a national level in some of these conversations, because we have a large number of SME members who are doing sustainable development work in the environment space specifically. So that is where we are getting a lot more involved. So a quick snapshot of what we've seen of late is that India and US are now collaborating on getting a $1 billion loan from the International Bank of Reconstruction and Development, specifically for this purpose. The US Development Financial Corporation has provided Tata Solar a loan of about $250 million to set up solar panel manufacturing in India. They have provided $500 million loan to Solar First for module production in India. Waaree Energy, which is also an Indian solar company, is investing. They are investing about $250 million in a 3 gigawatt solar module manufacturing facility in Texas as we speak. And currently, there are multiple projects which are going on for battery energy storage systems. And some of these are already underway in Haryana and Assam. So this is to just give you a very quick overview of what's happening in the sustainability sector, specifically with respect to clean energy. And one other important aspect which you all need to know is the American culture of environmental sustainability, the present dialogue, the present dispensation of clean energy within the US environment, the US economy, is being felt daily within our in the Indian economy, in our Indian businesses, thanks to ESG and CSR kind of initiatives, which are so prolific, and they are happening on a daily basis. And so today, as you see, as we have larger number of American and companies setting up shop in India, our culture and our approach towards ESG and sustainability is also changing, because they are contractually enforcing Indian vendors and Indian suppliers to honor this whole aspect of ESG and sustainability. So I only hope that this dialogue further strengthens. We extend this to other countries. But as a representative of the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce of the Karnataka branch, I am extremely happy to see where we have progressed from 2021. The last 4 years, it's a short time in bilateral understanding of these aspects. So it's been a good progress, and I hope this progress continues. Thank you, Jose, and over to you.